Purchasing Managers Index is calculated as a diffusion index, and it reveals whether a particular sector is expanding, declining, or remain unchanged on month basis. Given that, we'll be discussing on global and local PMI performances. Global Manufacturing PMI recorded the value of 52.4 in May 2022, with an increase of 0.1 index points from April. Manufacturing PMIs of Singapore and Russia improved at a higher pace in May 2022, while it increased at a slower rate in Eurozone, USA, UK, and India compared to the previous month. However, the manufacturing PMI of China deteriorated in May compared to the previous month. This is as per S&P Global as at 30th June 2022. Manufacturing PMI in Sri Lanka recorded an index value of 50.3 in May 2022, with an increase of 13.9 index points from the seasonally low value in month of April. The slight ending up of the PMI was mainly due to the recovery of employment and the lengthening of suppliers' delivery time. Even though the lengthening of suppliers' delivery time generally reflects the expansion in the manufacturing activities, in this instance, it was primarily due to the supply side impediments arising from clearance delays of imported goods and fuel shortage. Moreover, employment edged up during the month, particularly in the manufacture of textiles and apparel sector, partly due to cross-industry employee movements. This demonstrates Sri Lanka's manufacturing PMI for May 2022. This signifies that manufacturing PMI has been improved 36.4 in April to 50.3 in May. Accordingly, the sub-indices of manufacturing PMI has reported an increase, namely new orders, production, employment, stock of purchases all have been increased. Global Services PMI posted 52.2 in May, unchanged from April, to indicate an expansion in global services activities. Services PMIs of USA, India, UK, and Japan indicated that their services sectors expanded in May compared to the previous month, while that of China indicated the deterioration. Services PMIs of Sri Lanka dropped marginally to an index value of 42.4 in May, indicating a contraction in services activities for the second consecutive month. This was due to the declines in new businesses, business activities, employment, and expectations for activity sub-indices. New businesses declined further in May compared to April, particularly with the decreases observed in accommodation, food and beverage, wholesale and retail trade, real estate, and education subsectors. Decline observed in business activities in May was mainly due to supply side constraints, including prolonged power outages and energy shortage. In addition, subdued demand attributable to rising prices and uncertainties in the country also contributed to the decline in business activities. Accordingly, wholesale and retail trade, other personal activities, and transportation subsectors recorded major declines during the month. In addition, business activities of accommodation, Food and beverage subsector was also affected by the continued drop in tourist arrivals. This indicates Sri Lanka's Services PMI for May this year. Although there's a decline from April to May from 43.8 to 42.4, we can see a clear decline starting from November 2021. This indicates new business sub-indices and other business activities performance. New businesses sub-index has been improved from the previous month's figure. Although business activities, employment, and backlog of work has been reducing from the previous month's figures. The sampling frame was based on a list of large companies located in the Western Province obtained from the EPF department. Samples for manufacturing and services activities were selected based on the GDP sectoral share with a target of 100 responses for each. Reference for today's presentation is from Central Bank's press release, themed as Sri Lanka Purchasing Managers Index, May 2022. Thanks for watching.